Hey, welcome to another episode of Cider Saturday with me, Chad of Chad's Beer Reviews. So this is another one from this, I think it's from upstate New York or Long Island. Wölffer Botanical Cider, 6.9 ABV. Turn around to the back, it actually has all the spices in it, so it's a lot. Elderberry, ginger, dandelion root, lemon balm, turmeric, pomegranate, acacia gum. Only 8 grams of sugar, only 173 calories. It's basically the same thing as the big ass White Claw. Anyway, pour it into the fancy glass, and I mean, not that you really need. I mean, you could tell it was already pink in the clear bottle. Yeah, it's like a pinkish orange, like a grapefruit soda. Very clear, no foam. Not surprising. I definitely smell all those spices. Has that kind of hippie store kind of smell. Yeah, it just smells like walking down the spice aisle at like Whole Foods or Sprouts or something like that, you know? The cider presence is still there. I mean, I definitely can get like an apple character on here. Although it seems, just off the nose, seems pretty dry. Yeah, it's like a slight kind of white wine character. Did it say there's sulfites in here? I think so. I know there's malic acid, so. All right, let's see what we're in for here. Cheers. Yeah. Well, they weren't lying when they said botanicals. Yeah, this is, I don't know, what was that? Like almost like a dozen, maybe not quite a dozen spices on there. And not so much spices as like herbs. So it's more like a herbaceous kind of thing. Not like the spicy sensation of like rye or peppercorn. Like this is, I don't know, it's very hippie-ish. And I said it was dry in the nose. It's definitely dry in the tongue too. Yeah, so has like, it's just a pretty dry, crisp cider. No juicy character on this at all. It's almost like a cider champagne, kind of like that. Little bit of those kind of sulfite-y kind of notes, or maybe that's tannins. I'm not sure. I think it's tannins because it didn't say sulfites in here. So it's, you know, fairly astringent. Well, I'd say lightly astringent. It's just that it's a dry beverage. It's not drying. Yeah, like those spices and herbs and all that. You get that like right away. And then you can just get like the base dry cider. I would call this one pretty bone dry. Fairly acidic. Only a little bit of sourness in it. You know, it's kind of a nice, tart, refreshing. Aftertaste is pretty clean. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a lingering cider / herb aftertaste, not like the tannic aftertaste. And this is 6.9, which is not super strong, but it's, you know, it's definitely like way heavier than anything that would be like sessionable or like chuggable. So it's kind of interesting that they went for that kind of potency, because they could have done this at like 9% or 3%. Yeah, I just really love those flavor combinations there. It's hard to pick anything out in particular. I think I get like probably the elderberry. And yeah, I did get like kind of like a turmeric, like this like herbaceous, like Ricola cough drop kind of thing, which maybe sounds gross, but I don't mean like that. Like just like same thing with like those Swedish or whatever, Swiss cough drops. Like they're made with natural herbs and spices, but it's like a totally different thing than like, you know, hot peppers or, you know, rye. Surprisingly light for only 6.9. Probably put like medium body, pétillant carbonation, although it is pretty crisp, which I think comes a lot from the acidity. Yeah, nice dry sensation. Yeah, this is really tasty. I wish I had more. Yeah, so I'm gonna go pretty high. I might give my full 10 out of 10 to the Wölffer Botanical Cider. Yeah, I haven't had a cider with like that proper use of like that, and it's really impressive. Like I said, like because there's so many herbs and spices in there, and they don't like clash, and they all combine together. Really tasty, and plus it's a dry cider. And I prefer the drier ones. All right, so I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. I will see you guys for good old Chad's Beer Reviews. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it.
Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.
By the way, if you were hearing fireworks, it's 4th of July out right now. That's why.